we're taking care of our perimeter better, containing the football, setting the edge, if you will. I think we have more people in position to run to the football. I think the kids are playing faster right now with arguably less to think about, less on their plate every snap, and I think a combination of those things are allowing us to play better defense than we did last year.
You got about a week left. What do you want to see on Saturday? Where do you want to be?
You talking about next Saturday?
This coming Saturday.
Well, this Saturday is just a practice day, so we're not going out and scrimmaging. So we will actually use this Saturday as an installation day. We're on a scrimmage Saturday. We wouldn't. There'd be no calls going in. We'd like to add a wrinkle this Saturday as well, as we're getting some scout team work. So we're getting some exposure to certain things that our offense doesn't run that we need to have for our schedule. And I'd like to see us take advantage of the install time as well as the scout work.
Anybody particularly progress from the first practice to now?
You say
anybody
progress or regress?
Progress.
Yeah. I don't know who didn't, to be honest with you. To a man, I'd say everybody elevated their game from that first scrimmage, some more than others. Bijan Jackson would be one from the first week through the last 2 weeks, the last two scrimmages. His game has really improved. Randy Ramsey is a guy that I think has really improved his game. Those are two guys without a ton of snaps. That I think have really shown up in the last 2 weeks.
How pleased are you with where you're at with the installation process?
I think pleased is a fair word. I think that's accurate. I don't think you're ever satisfied, and I'm not satisfied right now. I think the two practices this week, both of them could have been better. And when you add some wrinkles, you create some thinking, and we probably created some thinking today, and so the onus of that lowered expectation falls to my shoulders. Saturday will be better because we'll understand it better, and hopefully every practice from here on out will be positive growth.
When you open things up and have a scrimmage like you did last Saturday, what does that show about what progress, where this defense can go once you start getting stuff in?
When you say open it up, what do you mean?
You're able to do more things than from scrimmage one to scrimmage.
Well, you need a toolbox, and you need enough tools in that box to be successful. And where we were in the first scrimmage, we couldn't have played a game, and critical areas from short yardage to long third down to red zone, so on and so forth, we wouldn't have been equipped. In the second scrimmage, I'd argue we could have played a game with what we had, and if we did the things I said initially, played fast, tackled great, and didn't make mental mistakes, we could have played successful football with all facets of the game being considered. So, we're getting to a point where, the volume of the playbook again is enough to allow our kids to go out there and have success.
What is Randy Ramsey? How much improvement have you seen with him maybe in this 4-3 or 3-4 compared to the 4th?
Well, I think there's more things he's in position to do in the 3-4 than there were in the 4-3. And we say 4-3. We were a down 4, but we were a combination of 50 and 40 with what we did defensively. And with that in mind, there were a lot of things that Randy came off the field on because we thought we were better situated with a nickel back on the field. Right now, there are a lot of things that we can do leaving Randy on the field. And I think it speaks to his knowledge of the defense. He's a very athletic player. He can run, and he's strong. I think Chad Walker's doing an exceptional job of bringing him along. And with all that being said, I think Randy's confidence level is at an all-time high.
Do you feel pretty good about where you guys have everybody slated, or do you think you're going to maybe check and see if somebody can play at different spots?
I think we're getting closer. There might be one or two more things that we do here at the end of spring ball. But I think we're closer right now to where we want to be with our personnel.
What does the next week need to be like for your defense as you wrap up spring and get ready to head into the
as mistake free as it can be, the level of intensity, which equates to the level of how fast and how hard we play. It needs to be the best it's been all spring long. I don't want to see anybody take their foot off the gas with the nearing of the end of practices.
Where'd Josh Lydell working this week?
He's working at strong safety again this week. Today was his 5th practice at strong safety, so he got 6 in at free. He's got 5 in at strong, and very excited about what I've seen at him at both spots.
Yeah, well, when it's all said and done, where do you think you'll wind up with those safeties next fall?
Don't know yet. I think the 4 of them, competition is a fantastic thing. And right now you got 4 guys that want to be the starter, and you can only start 2 of them. And especially in the last week, I've seen all their games elevate because of that competition. And when a time gets here, when that opening kickoff comes, we're going to put the 2 best safeties out there, and not pin them into just one spot.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Are you guys? Could there be an impact for a Monteric Brown or Chevin Callaway when fall comes around?
Our eyes are going to be wide open to everybody coming in, just like they were wide open to Corey Hernandez and Kyrie Fisher this spring. Yeah. Those 2 got a leg up because they've been here all winter and they've been here all spring. But our eyes are going to be wide open to all those guys coming in. There's potential that we do need another DB or 2, and if it's 4, it's 4. For that to happen, they're really going to have to show us a lot as they arrive.
Speaking of Kyrie, that first week may have been a struggle for him. How has he progressed maybe the last couple of weeks?
I think as a typical freshman who should still be in high school, the closer to the ball, the more the ups and downs. And he's had a little bit of a roller coaster spring, good days and bad days, good plays and bad plays. He loves to hit. And he loves to run to the football, and he's going to be a very fine linebacker for us, hopefully sooner rather than later.